after last week's protest that we had, the CTV came out and they interviewed somebody and they said that we are considered dangerous folks because we answered the call of Hamas. We want to let the entire world know that we didn't answer the call of anybody except for Palestine. We will always answer the call for Palestine.
Hands up, Gaza now! Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Justin Trudeau, you can't hide!
Justin Trudeau, you can't hide!
You signed off on genocide!
You signed off on genocide!
All out for Palestine!
All out for Palestine!
Thank you for standing with us today during this emergency protest for Gaza. First and foremost, as a visitor on this land, I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are currently situated on the ancestral and unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. Today, I stand with you in front of you, a heart full of gratitude and unshakable spirit. We are not here as mere individuals, but as a collective force. We are bound, not here, we're bound together by our shared passion for justice and change. We've gathered under the banner of hope, raising our voices to demand a better world and, most importantly, freedom for Palestine.
Raise your hands, who went to school here? Who went to school here? Can anybody tell me, what do they say before every speech?
Land acknowledgement.
Exactly. They acknowledge how they stole land, and they're consistently apologetic about it. Trudeau himself comes and apologizes for the crimes that Canada's history. If this is our status as a country, how do you enable and encourage another colonial country to do the same? Shame.
Since October 7th, at least 3,500 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli air raids on the Gaza Strip, with over 1,000 of those being children. At least 1,300 others remain missing under the rubble. In addition to the inhumane treatment of citizens in the West Bank, Israel has placed a land, air, and sea blockade over Gaza for the past 17 years. Shame! An average 14-year-old in Gaza has already survived 4 military assaults, with this being their 5th. What options are left if even non-violence is criminalized? Palestinians are exhausted with being the perfect victim, and us Palestinians are through with convincing the West of our humanity. This emergency protest was organized in response to the Israeli bombing of Al-Ma'madani Hospital, to which Israel's defense minister tweeted saying that they bombed the hospital and killed terrorists.
Once the internet went crazy showing everyone the civilian casualties, they deleted their tweets, taking credit, and said Hamas did it, the Palestinians did it to themselves. Do we believe that? No, we don't believe that. The world knows what's going on, and you know why the world knows what's going on? It's because of social media and people like yourself talking and posting and bringing awareness to everything that's going on. In the beginning, we were scared. I remember this crowd was not this big. We were scared. Do you guys remember that the first protest that we started? We're no longer scared. We are not scared to speak up. We're not scared to lose our jobs. We are not scared of the repercussions because our families, our people are dealing with those repercussions right now.
We need to all put our hands on this weight and walk side by side, shoulder to shoulder, day in, day out, night if you have to sacrifice sleep, because I promise you, dear respected brothers and sisters, there will be a day where you stand in front of Allah. Woo! And you have to ask, and He will ask you, you heard about what happened in Gaza. You heard about the innocent children. Your brothers and sisters were asking for your help. What did you do? This is a very serious question that makes me shiver to my bones. But for the past 70 years, they decided to impose an occupation onto my people. Shame! Shame! What now I will ask you to do is follow some 3 steps. constructive steps. We have a lot of emotion. Screaming is important. Coming here and gathering and seeing your allies is important. But how can we bring this change? Dear respected brothers and sisters, unfortunately, there has been a lot of misinformation going around. We need to do the first thing and educate ourselves to the maximum. We need to strengthen our own knowledge so that when these individuals start asking us silly questions that we are ready to answer them. Educate yourself. Take time out. Read an article from beginning to end. Get it checked. Get your information checked by Palestinian brothers and sisters who have sources on the ground who can tell you what is true. And number two, once you have information, I'm a teacher, I'm a high school teacher. The point of knowledge is not to hold on to information, it is to pass it on forward to your teachers, to your bus driver, to your boss, to your colleagues who are questioning, is there two sides? No, there's only one side, and that's the side of justice. You let them know. So number one is educate yourself. Number two, I told you, get your friends, your family, your brothers and sisters, your boss, your bus driver, any chauffeur, the Uber driver that brought you here. Let them know what you did and who stood by your side. You are not alone. I'm going to end by reminding you that the weight of advocacy gets heavy when we put our hand down. And it would be ignorant for me to tell you that this is going to end after this speech and that we need to continue the fight. That we need to be there for our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Everyone who didn't raise their hand up, you don't know. I don't know what they're going through. Reach out to them sincerely and offer them support.